Last week was not.
Didn't hit it last week.
We didn't hit that motherfucker last week,
Yeah, that
bro.
was a little different.
We did not hit that motherfucker last week, bro.
What's that?
Action needed. Yeah, I was bloody with that shit. That
Didn't
shit.
hit what last week?
8 o'clock. I refused to watch last week. I ain't even watched that show. I ain't watching it. I haven't watched it since we did it.
I didn't watch it either.
I ain't watch it. I didn't. I knew. In my head it was trash. I had a ball though, but just visually, just
Yeah.
we on. What we looking like? We on fresh go. Hit that motherfucker. Okay, cool.
And you went live from the page, right?
Yeah, and now he live for the Piz age. Let me know when it's 8 o'clock, man. You know when it is 8.
Dive on, check in.
If it's 8.
We let it build a little bit, y'all. Yeah, this will be when the theme music gonna be playing. Let it build a little bit.
Yep.
Definitely.
I got headphones.
Yeah, but for now,
Keep playing.
you know, we gotta go for now. We gotta go to makeshift, man. Yes, it is epic, man. It is epic. It's epic. It's your guys. What time is it, Fresh Go? What time, Fresh Go?
7:59, baby.
7:59. 7:59. Report to the room. Let me know when it's time. Fresh.
6 o'clock, baby.
Counting down.
Hey.
It is time. It is time. It is time. Welcome. It's your guys, man. It's the Fire Nights Podcast, man. We are back again. It is Tuesday. We are at East Square Cigar Lounge, 3616 Kirkwood Highway. It's your boy P. I don't really matter. I got my guy with me.
B Mac in the building, man.
And of course, man, the man you all know and love.
Hello, how are ya? It's your guy, Fresh Fire, man, and here we are. The guys is with you again, Fire Nights Podcast, man. Glad to be back with y'all. Shout out to the Iceman, yo. I'm telling y'all, we got big things. We got big things planned. Big things are going.
He's working. He's
working right now. You know what I'm saying? Respect the architect.
Yeah.
He's putting things together.
Yeah. He's doing it for the team, man. That part.
Yeah.
Nothing stagnant here, man. How you feeling today? Huh?
I'm feeling today, me. Listen, man. There was a drubbing last night.
Wow. It's not.
I'm
Whoa.
gonna tease him because you asked how I feel. There was a drubbing last night. There was a murder in the first degree. You did? We gonna revisit that though. We gonna circle back to that.
Yeah. Let's circle.
I'm Gucci, man.
Hold on, man. We're gonna circle back to that, man. Because that definitely was a murder mystery. Let's circle back to that, man. Hold your excitement. Hold your excitement, bro.
Man. I'm good, man.
How you feeling this evening, Fresh?
Ah, man, I'm feeling good as always, man. You know, blessed to be here, man. You know, living another day, telling my story.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Listen, man, shout out to the Iceman, man. He can be here, man. Taking care of business, man.
Yeah, man.
Taking care of business.
Yeah, man.
Doing big things, man. Taking care of business, man. We got some things coming for y'all. Some things you'll like. If you've been riding with us.
Check-in, what's cracking?
You know, if you've been riding with us, man, you know, You'll love it, man. You'll love it. But we definitely got some things for
We
you,
already
man.
got Diva.
Hey, yo.
We already got Diva chiming in, man. You know,
QCW there.
that's Diva. That's
I know who it is. QCW detailing Diva Davis. I see you on the hate, man. We gonna get to that though. You hear me,
So listen, man.
bro?
Y'all could be anywhere. It's Tuesday night. Y'all could be
y'all.
anywhere in the world, man, but y'all riding with the guys, man. Y'all
Thank
riding with the
y'all.
boys,
Thank
man.
y'all.
The boys are back in town. You riding with us, man.
get it cracking.
Hey, man. Let's get it cracking, man.
go
Jump in
like
the car,
this.
man. Let's ride. Let's
So like
ride,
this.
man. Let's ride.
So dig this, right?
Ride with us. Ride
You
with
know,
us.
I'm always talking to my kids, man, and you know some of the young homies about different things, man, about stuff that we had to go through that they ain't got to go through, good or bad or indifferent. So, what I want to know from y'all, man, is like, what are some things, man, that y'all miss or will never miss that we had to do that the youngins ain't deal with? For example, we had real live telephones. You know what I'm saying? And if you was like me, and your step pop was Tommy, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? You had the
gatekeeper.
The telephones was loud as a motherfucker. You dig? And you had to, me and the boy we had to put it under the pillow. So when it ring, it muffled a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit right there. Like, what's something y'all miss, or again, something you don't miss that these youngins dealing with or not dealing with?
well, I noticed it's something I don't personally deal with, man, because I guess my children, man, I guess they're a little bit more respectful of the household than I am. But something that I sort of kind of miss doing, because I thought I was outsmarting my parents, was like sneaking in. And not just sneaking in, I actually used to put oil on the door. Nah, I can't make this up. I actually used to put oil on the door because, some of them houses on the east side, they old and they creak. And not only can you just hear the vibration, you can feel it, when doors shut. So I was like, man, you can feel your next door neighbor door shut. So I'm like, man, so it was actually some cloak and dagger, some secret squirrel involved, with actually sneaking in and out. But I guess on the same note, I guess something that I don't miss is probably being in the same situation that I put my parents in some nights. Actually my mom told me, on a couple occasions, she said there were some nights I was glad you was away at college, because there was a lot of gunshots that went off or things like that. So one thing I miss is kind of playing secret squirrel. Didn't always outsmart them. Trust me, didn't always outsmart them.
Facts.
But playing secret squirrel. But at the same time, something that I'm glad I don't have to go through is some of the same stresses that I put my parents and my loved ones through. With some of the idiotic, childish, immature decisions I made, when I was young.
Right. I'll tell you what, man. What I miss about growing up is combination of two things, but it's kind of the same thing. The social aspect of being outside and having places to go. You know what I mean? Because now, not to say that the youngsters only have social media in terms of, meeting places, but we actually had clubs.
Yes.
And we actually had gatherings.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put this word on top of it. Be outside and in clubs somewhat safely. You know what I mean? Somewhat safely. We didn't grow up with the threat of
The gun violence.
I
the rumble.
we had one or two crazy gun-toting
Yeah, right.
hooligans.
Right.
But for the most part,
That's
the
real.
car, you may had one crew with a car or with a gun outside, maybe.
That's real.
But the threat they might bang you in the head with something or poke you, but the threat of just everybody pulling out, man, just wasn't there, man. You know what I mean? That's just something I miss, man. That I wish these kids had.
The safety.
The social safety, the social safety. I wish they had that. I wish they could.
Checking in.
I wish they could experience that. I wish they could experience the social safety that we had, the ability to be outside, quote unquote. Because they say we outside, but to them, being outside is like we was outside all the time. We was outside all the time.
Just remember Price's Park parties. You know what I'm saying? That'd go on Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. And it's outside. You know, so and at worst you might gotta rumble your way back across the bridge or back where you from, but you'll talk about it and all those type of things.
Right.
And be back at the next party the next week.
Yep.
You know, like, all right, I took
Yep.
them
Yep.
lumps, you gonna take these.
Yeah.
You know, so that
part.
yeah, I definitely piggyback on that, the
part.
social safety.
Appreciate you, good brother.
Good brother Mark. Oh,
Shout out to Shannon Lolly on the check-in. Sorry for interrupting you, good brother.
No problem.
Shout out to Marquis on the check-in. Cousin B. Hey, yo, we know Cousin B. We got you. We had a little struggle today, but we here.
We here delivering, man. We can deliver through good times and bad times,
Yeah.
man. You know, some days you're not gonna pass the 400 yards, man. Some days you gotta have a grinded out game, man. Some days you gotta have a defensive game with three takeaways. You know what I mean? Allow only 200 yards offense, man. And one of them type games and rush for 180, man, and win that game.
So
Right,
dig
though.
this, right? So dig this. I'm gonna give you a couple things that I don't miss, right? How about the TV guide?
Oh
Right?
Lord.
The TV guide now. Not when I'm talking about the TV. You have to open it up,
Right.
read the joint, right?
Right.
TV guide look. You know what I'm saying? How about movie theaters? Remember you had to call them joints
Yeah.
and wait for that movie to come around, and if you missed it, you gotta wait for the whole
Yeah, facts,
cycle
facts.
to go back through. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
facts.
Or you can look it up in the newspaper too. But that call joint was bananas, man. How about the Walkman though? When the Walkman came out, you take a little, you in the bed crawl for a guard where you take a field trip to DC,
Hey,
to
yo,
NY,
you
you
got
go,
your-
you got the
niggas would-
Walkman
You got your
joint.
mixtape, man.
Niggas would hound you for the
Come
Walkman.
on, man. But
Niggas would hound you.
Y'all remember these though? Remember the Walkmans when they had the 2 headphone plugs? So if your homie next to you had that joint, you got
Right.
headphones, plug in. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
You was the man. You was the man with
go
that.
back
You was
on
the
it,
man
go
with that.
back on it, man.
That tight.
That was back when I'm making that mixtape. You know what I'm saying?
How about it?
Dog, I'm not gonna lie.
How about it?
You said something that's something I miss.
Yeah.
That's something I miss, man. That's something I miss is maybe the mixtape from when I was young. The mixtape, I'm actually sitting there, my ear to the speaker, my hand on the record play.
yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Well, they already pressed down, but I got my hand on the pause. Wait for my man to stop talking so I can just record the song. R&B
Yeah, man.
and hip hop.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I
Right.
ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man.
I truly miss the mixtape.
And you had to try and stop it before they say Power 99.
You ain't
You know what I'm saying?
man.
You trying to hit the button real quick.
You got to be quick on the draw,
Listen,
man. You got to be
man,
quick on the
listen.
draw, man. The mixtape,
Listen.
man.
I
did
tell you something
for me,
I
man.
don't miss, man. Goddamn MapQuest. I do not miss MapQuest. I do not miss the Atlas with the road maps. I don't miss that at all, bro.
How about before all that, when the motherfucker just say, yo, turn left at McDonald's, third stop like turn right, like that was vicious, bro.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
was real navigators back in the day.
Oh.
That was real Flight of the
Just-
Navigator.
Just imagine all those trips to NC. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Just homie said turn when you see the barn. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm
Listen,
like
when I was in the army, dog, and I was driving from Texas to here, dog, I bought a map, right? And on the it was all the states, but on the back of the map it was a map of the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it had like all the 85, 95, 45,
Interstate,
all the joints.
all the
So I was
big-
like, oh, okay. So I straight took a highlighter and was like, I'm here. I'm in Killeen, Texas. Boom. And I just drew a highlighter straight through, and I'm on the road. With the map right here, all my tapes playing, and I'm thugging it. You know what I'm saying? I got lost a couple times,
right.
but I thugged it. I got home, I got back. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Gold Honda Accord, if I'm mistaken. Gold Honda Accord,
87
baby.
Honda Accord, 5-speed stick shift.
Spooky time in the middle of the night.
You still owe me a clutch, Silas Pfeiffer. You still owe me for a clutch, bro. You fucked my clutch up, man. I need that, man.
Yeah, I
paid $350
did.
for that shit.
Listen, when they came out with the Garmin, man, that was the greatest thing on the planet,
Oh, wow.
man. The
Navigation,
Garmin, oh
turn
man,
here.
the Garmin was the joint, man.
I'm not a driver anyway. I'm a navigator, so that helped
Right,
me
right,
out.
right.
I'm like, what? I can just plug this in and I can get back to my other duties? That's the
About
way.
it.
Oh my
Yeah.
stars!
How about this though? Y'all remember? I think it was math class. Remember that fucking protractor, dog?
yeah,
Where you stick the It
That
got the little
motherfucker
pencil
sharp.
in it. You stick the joint.
Yo,
and
why
you-
was it so
and you
sharp?
Like, listen.
But see that
Like what the?
Why
yo,
was it
I
so
don't know.
sharp,
That shit
man?
was dangerous, bro. But I hated that motherfucker, cuz.
Yo, the protractor.
Bro, I hated that shit.
But it's a
bro.
funny story though, because for me, being in graphic arts, going from graphic arts to having to use the protractor and all of that, and then like the very next few years, going to school for engineering, everything went digital. So it was funny watching that transition, because we went from just straight rulers and pencils and and graphic arts and everything, to when I went to engineering and everything, to straight everything was digital, AutoCAD and everything. So I didn't even it was no pencils or nothing. You know what I mean? So that was weird. But yeah, the pro, give it up for the protractor.
Shannon Lolly, Ron G mixtape. Yes, sir. Listen, my favorite joint, y'all might not remember, was the Ron G Waterbed mixtape. Sleep on that for a minute, you dig?
The youngest in charge.
The mixtape wars,
Lolly,
man.
Lolly said, how about the CD case you have in your whip with the 5 disc changer? How
You
about
ain't never
that?
lied.
And they got a 5 disc
How
changer.
about
You was a
that?
god.
Yo, dog
about
pound,
that?
dog pound. Yo, your CD collection was akin to your reputation.
You did?
Yeah.
At that point,
Facts.
man, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
The depth of it, I mean, the sheer volume of it was one thing, but then some of the gems you had to have in it was another thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
Shout out Oski on the check-in.
Shout out Big
Appreciate
Bro,
you,
man. Shout out Big Bro.
3616 Kirkwood Highway. Hey, man, listen, I want to apologize for last night. I was in here causing havoc and mayhem. Matter of fact, I don't apologize, man. I did what had to be done, but we're going to revisit that. Oh, I love you. Hear me?
Oh shit.
Hey, man,
That
listen.
man Gary be on one. I
Hey,
can tell.
man, hey,
You gonna
man.
make that man get out his
Hey,
bed,
man. Yo, listen, check it out, man. Tell us some things y'all miss or don't miss from back in the day. We're going to move on. But if we see some good things in the chat, we're gonna revisit that, man.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you what I love though.
Hey, good brother.
When I was in school,
Yeah, man.
listen, motherfucker, do what you want. Don't touch my chopper keeper, goddammit.
Yo, ho.
Don't touch my
Bro,
chopper keeper,
bro.
nigga.
Record
Shout out to
scratch.
the Trapper Keeper, man.
Don't touch my
What's the
chopper
what's up?
keeper.
Yo, dog.
If you had a Trapper Keeper, you was it, bro.
Chopper keeper was. It went from the first one I had was like this thick. Then I went this thick. Then I had one like this thick. That was
Millie
like a
wouldn't give me
goddamn.
one, bro. Millie wouldn't give me a Trapper Keeper, dog.
Man.
Touch my chopper keeper,
Look,
motherfucker.
I didn't care what book bag you got me. Yo, throw me a green, red, blue Trapper Keeper in there. We straight. We straight. We
Damn.
straight at 6 o'clock, man.
Trapper Keeper,
Yo,
man.
and not only that, I'm gonna put my book bag up and I'm gonna walk with the Trapper Keeper. I'm walking
What?
with the Trapper.
After a while, that
Keeper.
became
see,
your
I
book
got
bag,
that.
though.
Huh?
You just walked around with the trapper keeper.
Right, just walk.
Right.
Oh, matter of fact, let me get some color coordinated folders now. Oh man,
Oh, yeah.
okay. Oh,
Hey, yo.
Trapper Keeper.
Now you
man.
had, like your trapper keeper,
not
your
going
trapper,
like
your
Mr.
trapper,
Trapper
your trapper
Keeper,
keeper
man.
had to be thick enough to hold it. You know what I mean? But
Remember the school store, yo?
yo, listen.
Butter crunch
First
cookies,
of all, I ain't never had the money to go to the school store, man. I'm kind of upset about that. Yo, Millie did us wrong, man. We ain't no bread to go to the school store, man. Like, but damn, I mean,
Hey man, things is tight,
truth
man.
be told, I stole a couple things out of the school store, man. But that's allegedly. That's neither here nor there, man. Cousin B said he missed the Ellesmere skating ring. How about that?
I think everybody missed that, bro.
How about that,
That's
cousin
that's a
Big?
major,
about that?
major part of everybody's childhood, man.
Big
Now,
O.
and to say that though, I went maybe twice because I couldn't skate, and at the time that I was going, if you wasn't skating, you had to get the hell out of there. So,
Yo,
hey.
I went a lot with my sister. She had her own skates, but I was mad young. But my neighbors, neighbor Nanu Pan, you know what I'm saying? Every weekend, my baby, my brother Snook, you know what I'm saying? Every
David
weekend,
Hancock.
you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Ellesmere skating rink was the joint.
Man, how about that? Shout out to the top 10 Adidas patent leathers. Big O said he missed those joints, man.
He
missed those
Oh,
joints.
somebody said something about a top 10?
Oh.
He missed those joints, man.
Somebody said something
Oh,
about
you ain't
the top
rapping.
10?
You ain't rapping right now.
Always repping.
Hello.
Always
Hello.
repping.
Always repping, man.
Always repping.
Shannon
man.
Lolly, shout out to second lunch.
Always
Always
repping.
repping. Man.
Second lunch at GI. Was we the only school that had 4 cafeterias? We might have been.
They called them
I don't-
centers.
Center 1, 2, 3, and 4, man. Shout out Shannon, man.
That was
Man, I love it.
when I came to G High, that was a different experience because we was used to just one very large
love
cafeteria. We get to G High and they got a fucking party central going on in multiple. It was like party rooms. Hey man, let's go to that lunchroom.
The center in the morning though.
Oh yeah.
When they start selling that bacon, egg, and cheese, the McDonald's joints. Back when I was eating pork, I don't eat that shit no more. But listen, the bacon, egg, and cheese. They start selling the McDonald's joint for $1 in the center. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Shout out Mus Curtis, man. Doc Curtis, Hindu, Spice.
Yeah,
man.
we had this.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Who was
Come on,
responsible for
man.
that
Bagley.
McDonald's
I don't know, man, but that was
that was a major move back
It
then,
might have been
man.
Handy Dandy, Randy, Cully,
Cully, Dixon, Talbert, Richardson, Johnson, Anderson.
Yeah, the Flag you know what I'm saying?
Thurgood Marshall.
Shout out to Randy, man.
Yeah,
shout out to Randy, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to
That was major, bro.
Randy Superpowers,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, man. Shout out to her. Yeah. Matter of fact, OG.
My
Right
guy,
now,
my
OG.
guy.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you what I missed, though. I'm gonna tell you what I missed. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what I missed. Since we talking about G High, and I'm gonna leave it alone after this. The one thing I miss about G High, man, was Club McDonald's, man. Club McDonald's was, without a doubt, the livest shit I've ever seen
For those who are not
in my life.
Jose,
Club McDonald's
on the rocks,
is-
please, thank you.
You know, on Friday nights, this is when the game was on Friday night. Basketball, Friday night, 7 o'clock.
And the football game.
And the football. If you wasn't in the game by the time the JV started, you probably wasn't getting in. You know what I'm saying? So we do the game. Boom, boom, boom. We hit G High. We hit the McDonald's on 896, and it was like a club, bro. Club McDonald's. Miss those days, bro.
Incredible, man. Incredible look, man.
Miss those
Hey,
days,
big
bro.
bro. Oh, that's like losing your lunch ticket. He said losing your lunch token. He said, man, I hated that.
Oh,
He said, yo, that's like losing your lunch ticket. You like, yo, you know me, man. I'm here every day. Come
Every
on,
day,
stop
lunch.
playing
Come
with
on,
me.
lunch, lady.
You ain't got your ticket or your token. You can't get nothing to eat. Come on.
I had a couple dollars, man, so I was caught Gucci with it. I had a couple dollars,
Come
you
on,
know.
lunch, lady.
Man, man.
It's bad I've got this big ass orange ticket, man. This big ass. Come
Give me
on,
one
man.
fresh.
The big
Give me one of
orange
them drinks
ticket.
fresh.
Come on, man.
Give me one of them drinks.
Stall me out,
You welcome,
D-Bo.
good brother. Thank you.
But dig it, we gonna
One of them straight though. One of them straight, Mike.
we
Mark.
gonna
Mark.
we gonna move
I'm
on,
on my
man.
grandmom's shit.
So
remember nothing.
real quick,
Memories.
hey, listen, we took it back with that one.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm talking about?
Ellesmere, the Walk, man.
Took it back, man.
Club McDonald's.
My goddamn chopper keeper. That's my chopper keeper.
Hey,
So-
yo,
so-
man.
go ahead,
That
Frank.
was a nod. Just back above my trapper keeper.
So did this, right? I want to talk about something. This ain't nothing that's new. This is something that was in the news. Maybe I don't even know if it's in the news, but it was in the Twitter news. Maybe
Love
a
this
couple-
song, man.
Maybe a couple years ago.
Love
you know
this
what I'm
song.
saying? And
My lady.
you know, people was at this little restaurant. I want to say it was in Dallas.
Give me the straight.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was in Dallas. It's a black-owned restaurant. You know, there's a bunch of people in there, whatever. And they had music playing. You know what I mean? You know, they want you to, it's a vibe. You know, got the music playing, whatever. And I guess whatever song was playing was like a little twerking type. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, some young ladies decided they want to get on top of the couch in the restaurant and start making it clap. You know, twerking and you know what I mean. And for the most part, you know, a lot of the people in there they was kind of feeling it. But then there was something that was like,
Nice.
I didn't want to be here for
Nice.
type junk. So the owner of the restaurant, the black dude, came out and he kind of scolded the people like, yo, look, man, I got a black restaurant, you know, I'm trying to make it for my people, and this is how y'all treat my joint. This ain't how it's supposed to be. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm bringing this up because I heard somebody talking about it. What you think about that, bro? You know, you got a black, you're a black guy. You open a restaurant, you know, and it's catered, quote unquote, catered for our people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, we got the music playing right now. You want to hear the music? You know, we want to vibe, whatever. And there's motherfuckers on the table and start twerking. Like, I'm sorry, not the table, on the couch.
Okay.
How you feel about that?
I will say this. I'm a person that's with a fair amount of debauchery, hedonism, you know, just, you know, whatever, you know, I'm just with it. You know, I'm like,
You with all that shit.
not all of it, but most of it. You know what I'm saying? So to put it in this perspective, from what I hear, I know it was a black-owned,
Right.
black-operated
Yup.
establishment,
Yup.
and it was more catered to a vibe.
Us.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Us.
Right.
Like you said, there was certain music playing that lends itself more to somebody getting on the table and twerking.
They're playing
Okay.
twerking music. I'm assuming.
Now, if I'm the owner, I'm
Okay.
looking at this two ways. If the customers don't like it, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to get down off the table.
But it was a mix.
It's a mix.
Shout out,
Right.
shout out to Senior Gilchrist. We jamming in Bucharest, man.
Man,
Africa, we jamming, man.
South Africa
South
in the
Africa,
building.
man.
South Africa in the building.
Love you.
If the customers are not feeling, but the customers is feeling it, I have to make a decision.
You would, because it was a combination. Some was,
It's a
some wasn't.
combination.
Because let me interject and say this real quick. Because no matter how much you cater to our people, you're gonna have the other one. You're gonna have some others, some whites, some Hispanic. You know, especially in
Other
Dallas.
blacks.
Especially
Other
in
blacks.
Dallas.
Right.
In Dallas, it's a crazy Mexican
Mix,
population.
right.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have that other element. So what do you do? Jackie on the check-in. What's happening?
Me, see, like I said, how I personally
Hey,
feel.
Miss Hill.
How I personally feel, if too many people wasn't turned off, you know.
What is too many people though? Like what does that mean? What does that look
Right,
like to you?
right. You know, and that's what I'm saying. If one, maybe family was turned off, I might let that slide. If it's multiple families, you know what? It's multiple people not feeling this.
Do you want to lose that one family as a
Well, here's the thing,
customer base?
but there was a lot of other families with it, a lot of other people with it.
Okay.
And I'm saying if it's done to certain extents, let me put it like this. Like I said, I don't know where this gentleman or this entity who owns the business, how they feel about things.
I'm gonna tell you how they feel in a second.
I found out how they felt
Yeah,
too.
well, before you go, yeah,
right
let me-
now,
let's.
I can personally say I probably wouldn't have done what they did. I probably wouldn't have done what they did because a lot of the people, it seemed like more than most was like, it was okay with us. So I would say, okay, well, it's okay with me.
Okay.
You know, because I won't spite the many to cater to the few.
Okay.
Because I'm like, okay, well, y'all will come back tomorrow, the next day, the next day.
Goddamn, that's a.
You know what I'm saying? I
Man,
won't-
whoa. That's a great goddamn. That's a great point right there, man. That's a great point, man. I like that. I like that. Say that one more time, man.
You can't spite the many to take care of the few.
I like that.
You know-
proceed.
But this is a unique situation because it's not just I'm picking some over many. It's why I'm picking some over many.
Okay.
And with that, you like everybody ain't with twerking because they feel like twerking is beneath some of us or some of those type of things. So when you're looking at it through different lenses, complicated situations require complicated answers.
Okay.
So I try to simplify it like, well, who was it more people liked it than not? If more people liked it than not, then I'll go with more people. And then I'll deal with the lesser people when we cross that bridge.
Shout out Kelly Short. But like I said,
I'll
it's
say-
a mix.
I'll say this. I'm gonna say this. If you saying a mix pure 50-50, okay, then as a business owner, you got to really make a decision.
Right.
And part of that decision is first, what's my identity? Okay? Because if
What's that mean?
if it's truly 50-50, then you either got to pick a side.
What does that mean? What's my identity?
Well, what's my identity? Is it am I a trendy upscale, young urban club, or am I a family oriented?
But can you cater?
Eatery.
But see,
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm gonna
See,
because I know where you're gonna go.
here's
But
the
go ahead.
thing
So I
about
want
that.
you to get that out.
as a business owner,
Mm-hmm.
right? I don't know that you can particularly cater to one or the other, because you're always going to have people who want to eat. At the end of the day, it's a restaurant.
Right.
You know, granted, it's a black-owned restaurant, and dude came out and said what he said about, I'm trying to make my people, whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, it's a business.
Right.
It's a restaurant. And, we're going to get blacks, we're going to get whites, we're going to get young, we're going to get old. It is
Okay.
a restaurant. It's not catered to one or the other because everybody likes to eat.
Now, I'm glad you said that, because now you dovetail into my next point. Because now, if you're saying, okay, am I a club with a restaurant component, or am I a restaurant with sort of a barish component? Because if I'm a restaurant, then the decorum says, we can't be twerking all over the place. We can't. That's just, but if you're a club where you can get something to eat, then I'm probably going to cater more towards the dancing aspect and that. I mean, I hate to say it, twerking aspect, but it's dancing. It is dancing. Whether
it's not a club.
Okay. So if it's a restaurant, then for all intent and purposes, what the restaurant owner probably wants to do is, you probably want to have a conversation with the individuals that's dancing / twerking, and you know what I mean, and say, hey, look, not that I'm against it, but this is a restaurant, and you just got to have a conversation, because you don't want to drive that business away where those people can't feel like they can have fun. But it's a certain decorum and a certain conduct we got to have as a quote unquote restaurant. You know what I'm saying? A restaurant, yeah, people got to eat. Nobody wants to see you dancing on the couch, doing this, that, and the other. Not to that extreme. So you have to be, as an owner, you have to be able to have those sorts of conversations with your patrons. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Not to say you alienate them and kick them out. You know what I mean? But hey, listen, look, tone that thing down until until 11 o'clock, where we make this all out hour. You know what I'm saying? Right. But right now it's kind of family hour. That's how probably I would approach it as a business owner. That's just me. So how was the outcome? What was the outcome? Because I'm curious. Because I don't know.
So what happened was the owner came out, black guy. He pretty much, like I said, scolded these motherfuckers. Like he was pretty much like, it was kind of like on some parent type.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it was a younger crew who was doing the twerking and you know what I'm saying. So he was like on some, yo, look, man, I opened this restaurant, mainly for my people. And that's how y'all gonna treat it. You're gonna get on here. You don't need to act like y'all got some sense. And
okay.
So my thing is this. I think his approach was completely wrong.
Okay.
Like, I dig his message, because his message is, yo, this is my establishment. This ain't what we do in this establishment. I just think that he went about it wrong, because again, he was on some. From what I heard,
interject on that
I felt
part
like he
when you
was
get
on some
done.
parental type, like.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yo, don't. If I'm 21, 22, don't talk to me. Like, I don't give a how. Don't talk to me like that. You understand what I'm saying? This is a business. I'm supporting your business.
Right.
You could have put me to the side and said, like you said, yo, look, man, hey, man, listen, let's tone it down a little bit. Like, you ain't gotta make a scene.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt about it. I think that he controlled the tempo, but I think he went about it the wrong way. I think his approach is wrong.
I'll say this, that number one, as a business owner, you got to cater to everyone. Now, it's a certain skill to that, because your twerking patrons are still patrons, right? They patrons. Now, if you decide to do that in that way, in that manner, understand that they could take their money elsewhere, and you start to be the restaurant that, oh, now we ain't going there. We ain't turning, because he might allow us to turn up. Now, if you don't want the turn up crowd, understand that if you're going to approach it that way, you're not going to get the turn up crowd. You're going to lose money. If you're okay with that, as your establishment, you're well within your right to do that. But there's a certain respect both ways. You know what I mean? I think it's a better way to handle it. He can handle it whatever he wants. He can literally call the cops and kick them out if he wants. It's his establishment. It's all in how he wants to run it. And apparently, by your description in terms of how he addressed them, how he wants to run it is, this is an upscale, we don't do that here. That's what that is, period.
But to me, knowing a little bit about it that I know,
I'm groovy, y'all.
There was a component where he was allowing some of the more turn up behavior.
Because by turn up behavior, it's my understanding that you could get up out your seat and do a little 1-2. But in my opinion, standing on my couch, you went too damn far.
Okay.
I'm not catering to you. Okay. The person who went stand on my couch and twerk, I'm not catering to you.
Okay.
I'm not.
That's fair.
You can stand up and you can if I go a 5-star joint, if the mood hit me up, I don't give a shit. You understand what I'm saying? But when you stand on my couch and you start twerking, now you just being fucking
fair.
You kind of,
That's fair.
you almost kind of like breaking the
You being
rules
fucking
off.
disrespectful.
That's
Okay.
You understand what I'm
That's
saying?
That's fair.
If you want to
That's
twerk
fair.
next to your chair, motherfuckers,
Hold up. Hold up. You relax. You know what I mean? Relax.
But you ain't twerking on my couch, bro. Like, nah, B, what are you doing?
Okay.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people saying, who I seen? Nikki Killings just said, don't play twerking music at a restaurant.
That's a great
I
point.
can dig that.
Not during family hour.
Right, and
Go,
that's
Fresh,
That's
go.
what I'm saying because
I can dig that.
from what I gather of the situation,
Great fucking point.
they played those type of music and they kind of wanted to cater to black people. Period. The whole black experience across the spectrum. But you know, they're like, okay, well, maybe you'll cross the line this time.
Right,
I get it.
right.
I get it. I get it. You know, I get it. No, I'm saying that's
Not on my
fair.
couch, it's too
That's
much.
fair. That's fair. But also, the environment lends itself to, okay, well, I'm already twerking right here in the aisle. Buy your pancakes. You know what? I might as well get the hell up on my chair on this couch and twerk so everybody can see.
Don't
And
be
now
on my
everybody
fucking
gets
couch.
something sprinkled on.
Don't be on that fuck your couch. Nigga.
Fuck your couch,
We ain't doing that,
nigga.
man.
Yo, couch.
So can we agree?
Shout out to Koi Scene.
Can we agree? Can we agree it's a time and a? Can we agree it's a time and a place?
Yes.
Maybe like the intelligence sister said, maybe not play twerking music at 7 o'clock
Right.
in the afternoon when you still have when it's still kind of like family hour. Keep your twerking music to the 11 o'clock hour when family hour may be over. When you know the family, you know the kids and the family may not be in there, right? I mean, can we agree on that?
You right on
I
that.
agree with that, but even if it's 11 o'clock, don't get on my fucking couch. I don't give a fuck. I feel what you're saying, and I agree with you.
I might let you
But
get
I
on my
don't-
couch
no,
if
don't
once we establish twerking hour.
Don't get on my fucking couch.
The twerk hour.
Don't get on my fucking couch, man. You can twerk right here, right over here. Don't get on my couch, bro.
Shout out to my
Very.
aunt Amy. She said it was kind of disrespectful
Facts.
to the business owner for being, you know, if they weren't allowed to be on the table and doing that. She said she's not going back in there. And I ain't saying that. I'm the type of person, I see both sides. I'm like, you ain't got to really argue me down if you're on the other side. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm just saying in my establishment, I might do it a little different way. But you catch me tomorrow, I might feel a little bit different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I might feel different. But today, I feel like I'm with a little bit of debauchery. But I definitely see the other side of it. I see the other side.
I think the gentleman that owned the bar, man, is well within his right to do whatever he wants. It's his bar; he could do whatever he wants. But if we're talking strictly about customer service / courtesy to your patrons, if you do that, you will lose that business. And he probably was okay with that. Now, I mean, it's certain ways you could go about it. Like I said, it's a time and a place for everything. I think that, like I said, if you don't play twerk music at a certain time, it lends to, hey man, play elevator music till 11 o'clock. You feel me?
You ain't gotta play the elevators music. Just play some.
I don't know, man. If you serving drinks, if you serving, if you
ain't gotta, play elevator. But just don't
well, you know what I mean. Just non-twerking music. But if you turn up, they gonna turn up. If you play turn up music, they gonna turn up.
get off my fucking couch.
Shout out to A-Rab, the world tour. Someplace where we used to turn up was when what he misses is the Italian festival.
Get off my goddamn couch.
Oh, we should turn up the Italian festival.
About
A-Rab, yo, we should.
Oh wow.
About
Yeah,
that.
I missed the Italian festival myself.
Wow.
Good brother A-Rab, yes I do.
It was dangerous, but it wasn't dangerous. But it
Yo,
was dangerous, but it
that
wasn't
good kind of
dangerous.
Dangerous, like
Yeah.
yo, you know.
Man, I'm going to the Italian festival, man. Fuck that.
But I wanted to happen
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I was just
And I
St.
want-
Anthony's joint, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
Italian
yeah,
festival.
okay,
St. Anthony's
okay.
Italian festival.
I'm going, man. Fuck that, man. Y'all going with me?
Yes.
Y'all going with me? Yo, who?
Oh,
Yo, you talk to Fresh? Fresh going? Yo, you talk to J-Rock? Yo, he go? All right, we going.
Who horse that?
Yo, I remember me and some guys who will remain nameless. We wouldn't. He said, "Yo, you got your thing? Yeah, you got your thing? Yeah." We went and sat on that wall at the Italian festival for like 3 hours and had a ball.
Sheesh.
Had a ball. And I was like, "Yo, man, I feel kind of heavy with this funnel cake and this thing." You know what I'm saying? But
Hated fucking funnel cake,
Yo, I never
bro.
got into those, bro.
Bro, I hated fucking funnel cake.
fan,
Yo,
bro.
if I go to the Italian festival, I'm getting a hot sausage with the peppers and a funnel cake.
Fuck that.
My
I'm
wife
looking
and
for the
kids
Spanish-
fucking
I'm
love
looking for
funnel
the Spanish
cake.
Jones on West Side.
Oh, the
AKA
mamacitas.
Puerto Rico.
Okay, I ain't mad at that.
So
either,
all right, so
man.
dig this, man. We gonna keep it pushing, man. We appreciate y'all chiming in,
Yeah,
riding
man.
with us. We appreciate the commentary, all that. You know what I'm saying? But dig this. We gonna oh yeah, Kelly Alexander Sharp. She likes the sound effects, bro. Good touch. Good touch. Hey yo,
Sis
Kelly,
Kels.
we love you. You hear me?
Says,
Listen, man. So
Like Melly said, you ain't my goddamn
So
sis.
what I want-
Insider.
what I want to do, what I want to go on next, man, is let's talk about how, you know what I mean, I don't know if you heard about it was a case where it was a dude and a chick, they was a couple, they traveled across the country, and then homie straight came back without her.
Yeah, I'm clueless on this, man.
Some shit like, yo, where my people's at? Oh, I don't know where the fuck she at. That type shit, you know what I'm saying? So, fast forward, they found her body.
Was this Mayonnaise Mayhem?
I forget.
Mayonnaise Mayhem?
Of course, bro.
Okay, all
I
right.
forget what state it is. I forget what state it was. But before they found it, it was like really, really looking, and she was on every news and every channel, CNN, everything.
This wasn't like Yellowstone down there,
Everybody
Montana or some shit to
everybody
Florida.
was talking about it. I think they found her in Nevada or some
Some shit like that, yeah.
Utah,
Some shit.
Nevada, something.
Okay.
So while she was missing, though, she was getting crazy airplay, and as she should. If you missing, yeah, that we should be talking about you. But the question is, what we want to know is because, I'm on the Twitters here and there, and I'm
The
on-
Twitters?
You know what I mean? I'm on the socials. I check in on them, boom, boom, blam, and I get the news, and it's a lot of black people missing, man, too. It's a lot of little black girls, and little black boys, and we got
on it, man.
Listen, we got somebody from the hood that's been missing since when George was
I-
missing.
I- yo, I was-
When George was missing,
94.
The homie misses
man.
94. He got an order for the paper 20 years later, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But, that's the here. The question of the day is, what I want to know is, and I know the answer, I'm just throwing it out there for y'all, for y'all and for y'all. Why is it that when this little white girl, and rest in peace, I'm sorry, don't get me wrong, I'm sorry that she got killed, and, I feel for the family, all that shit. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Nobody deserve that. But with that being said, how come her missing, or some other Anglo-Saxon woman,
colonizer?
kid, you know what I'm saying? Why is that more important to get more credits than our black kids, our black adults, our black men, our black women? Why? Speak on that shit, man.
Yo, you know what's crazy? This brought back memories of 1994.
Shout out George, man.
It really brings you back to George and to our sister Kenya Frazier.
Shout out Randy Cully.
Shout out, Randy.
Bringing that Harrison Dixon.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, shout out to
bringing
Teach.
that up.
Shout out to Teach, man. Shout out to Teach, because just like you said, we've been knowing people that have been missing, or we have never gotten answers to their stories forever.
Kenya and Prentice.
Let alone the national or probably even international coverage that these people that we don't know from a can of paint.
Right.
And we're not trying to besmirch them for that.
Right.
But we don't know them. But why do we know them and y'all don't know George?
Or Kenya. Or Prentice.
Y'all don't know Kenya or
Facts.
Prentice.
Facts.
They was from where they was from. I got their whole history. You know what I'm saying? The guy's last name is Laundry. The female's last name is Petno. They don't know Kenya Frazier. They don't know Prentice Owens. They don't know Damon Emery.
That's real.
They don't know those people's
That's
names.
real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know them. So when you looking at it on its face with no preconceived notions, you have to come to the conclusion of what someone alluded to was mayonnaise mayhem, and then like they say, the complexion for the protection. It's crazy how I know about this young lady and this young man and their
Everything
family.
about them, bro.
Everything about them.
Because the news is smaller. Come on, man.
But people who literally lived around the corner from me, we had people from couple cities away coming posting up flyers
Yep.
for their fucking friend,
How about
for our fucking sister. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the local news to be on the beat of our people that's missing. We need answers. So
Clueless.
it's terrible. It's terrible to see that you're like, man, this is crazy to see how this gets national and probably even international coverage. Where somebody I know in the same situation, we can't even get people from our
It's a straight mystery,
from
bro.
from our own city. Let alone
Straight mystery,
Let
bro.
alone, just because it is what it
But
is.
is it a mystery though? Is it really a mystery?
It's
really
not a mystery.
Well,
if you want to call it what it
I'm gonna let
is,
him
call
finish.
it what it is. We got to stop dancing around the fact that Tupac said black lives are more recoupable than white lives. You know what I'm saying? Like that if you really cared about some people, it's a lot easier than what people make it to be to fix the situation. But since you have the power to fix the situation and you don't, here we are.
A wise man once said, either they don't know, they don't show, or don't give a damn about what's going on in the hood. Doughboy, you heard?
Doughboy.
God damn, man. Wow. I mean, I don't necessarily know if you could even put it any better than that, bro. I mean, to me, I don't know, man. I gotta take a second to think about it. And okay, let me think about it. Let me think about this shit.
You just called a timeout?
Yeah,
Is it a 30 or a full 20?
I need a full.
Okay.
I need a full. I need a full.
Cool.
I need a full.
Cool.
I need a full.
Speak on.
Cool.
I need a full.
Oh shit.
I need a full.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, do you think?
So with that being said, or unsaid, I literally have no clue, bro. And when I say, I mean, the easy answer is, and I know what you said, but why? Though? Like, what the fuck? Like, goddamn, we like humans, bro. We humans.
No.
I mean, well, I mean, some of us are humans, I guess. I mean, yeah, if that's where you going. Some of us are humans.
Right.
You know, or viewed as humans, or more valuable humans. You know, some of us are viewed as the people, or
Subhuman. Less than.
Subhuman, less than.
That's real.
I mean, I don't know, man. I'm
I'm
clueless, bro. I'm
It's
clueless.
terrible to think that anybody's life is more important than any other life. But if you are conscious of what's going on, and I ain't saying you got to be woke. I'm just saying if you see what's going on, you be like, I may know somebody personally that is missing, that is not going to nowhere near this type of attention or shine on their situation. So when you're just looking at it on his face, not knowing anybody personally, which I knew all of those people very personally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you didn't know them personally, it's like, how do you pick between who you give?
National attention to.
Right. Everybody should have national attention. These is all our family members.
Criteria
Right?
is
so
eerily
what's
similar.
the criteria of who gets national attention and who doesn't?
Talk
But
to me.
if you're looking at it, we can clearly see who gets national attention and who doesn't.
You know what?
Go. Here you go, folks.
So it's cat down and
Here you
everything.
go, folks.
Nah, because it perfectly ties into what our next topic is, and I'm gonna say what I say, and I'm gonna segue it, right? So
Say it. Sorry, it's fucking show.
what it is this, man. It's like at the end of the day, they, capital THEY, they don't give a fuck about black little girls, black men, black women, black boys. They don't give a fuck, bro, and that's bottom line. That part. They know. Listen, here's the thing. They know that if they put these little white kids on TV, everybody's gonna watch because, quote, everybody is interested in these little white kids. That you understand what I'm saying? And again, like my man, it's not to be smirched. I don't know what the fuck besmirched mean, but that was a nice word, man. Not to be smirched.
I don't
How
want to
they
put
feel,
no
man.
bad bone on
You know what I
nobody.
mean? Like we
you know?
don't listen. They're important too, man. We never want to make it here at Fire Nights, man. We all inclusive, bro. We never want to make it seem like we don't care about, the white people. We might, talk heavy here and there, but everybody that's missing is just as important as the other one, man. But we don't get the we don't get the news, we don't get the shine because they don't give a fuck about us. Period. And you can. What he said, man. You can. Oh shit.
That was nice.
You can take they for whatever the fuck you want to take they for. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. If you don't, cool.
Right,
I'm gonna leave they right there. But I'm gonna segue into this, right?
Money talks, right, Aunt Amy?
Robert Kelly.
Oh,
Feel me.
shit.
Feel me. Hear me out. Robert Kelly, right? That part. Again, it was a lot of them. So listen.
I need
so
a dog.
the reason it's the same thing why all these little black girls got abused and held hostage and all that for so long because nobody gives a fuck about little black girls. I guarantee you.
The most disrespected.
If Robert Kelly had married a little 15-year-old white girl,
Good Lord.
and there was a videotape with Robert
Good
Kelly
Lord.
having sex.
Oh, bring that back. Whoa. Bring that back. Whoa,
If
bring that
there
back.
A videotape of Robert Sylvester Kelly having sex with, urinating on, etc. a little underage white girl, he'd have been in jail 20 fucking years ago. Period.
Park that, bro. Park that, bro.
And I'm angry. Yes, I'm angry.
Park that, bro.
They don't give a
Tell him
fuck.
how.
They
Tell
don't
him why
give
you
a
mad,
fuck,
son.
man.
Tell him why
They
you
don't give a
mad.
fuck. And I'm angry because I got kids, bro. I got little girls, man. They big girls now, but
Shit, they not out of York. They not out of Sylvester's range.
if these was little
That's
white
the
girls,
sweet
man,
spot.
they would have shut that nigga down 20, 30 years ago. But because they little black girls, and I blame them. Listen, and don't get me wrong, I blame black motherfuckers too because motherfuckers kept supporting that nigga, man.
Yo.
I blame me too. I'm not even gonna exclude. I'm not even gonna hold you. I still supported him too, and until a certain extent, right? But we kept supporting this motherfucker, man. And the motherfuckers that he making money for, these labels. Oh, he still making money? Cool. But if that was a little white girl, the money would have came second to them little white girls.
Well, let me say this. And Fresh, I'm gonna let you go because I know you get.
Ooh, hold on.
Good Lord.
Hold on. Tasha Brown, oh my God, I was talking about this earlier. Tasha Brown, shout out to you for checking in on the check-in. You said it. Elvis motherfucking Presley married a 15-year-old little girl, right? And yeah, she was a little white girl, but guess what? He was a very popular, famous white man.
Whoa. You said very popular. I think you need to.
I mean, y'all know
Hey,
what I mean.
I mean, no. You're up there. There we go. Okay, there we go.
You hit the nail on the motherfucking head right there. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate you.
Listen, that man said, and I quote, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. They should have got me a long time ago.
Robert.
Sylvester.
Hold on. I'm gonna repeat. That man said they should have got me a long time ago.
Yo,
Arrogant
man.
piece of shit.
The funny, it's so many red flags that come up with Robert Sylvester. It boggles my mind to see how this thing went on so long.
Hey, you can take it, bro. He great.
But
Go, bro.
but one of the things,
No, I'm saying he great. Go. You can take it,
but
bro.
one
He
of the
great.
things
Go.
that already killed me with Robert Kelly was, I said, hold on. In the beginning, I said, hold on, man. Do we think this is cool with him marrying a 15-year-old? Now, I didn't really know who Aaliyah was. I mean, I knew who Aaliyah was, per se. But I was like, yo, are we really cool with that? And that was a red flag. And I understand, some things was different, 20-some-odd years ago. But I said, marrying a 15-year-old kind of takes other people involved as well.
Several.
As terrible, as big of a monster as R. Kelly was, is, and will probably continue to be, because it's just his nature. There were so many people complicit with R. Kelly's heinous acts that a whole cesspool deserves a special place in hell. How I feel. Because I always say, well, now you say something, but you could have prevented Jane Doe number 13 from happening. If you actually bust in on Aaliyah and Robert Sylvester Kelly having sex.
This motherfucker was like David Koresh, bro.
So all these people who stood around and said, yeah, I'm cool with this bullshit for the money, you just as fucking culpable as Robert Sylvester Kelly. I said it, and I'm going to continue saying it, and I've said it before. You're just as fucking culpable. These are kids. And regardless of where your bills and where your money and where your bread is buttered at, you also should know that these children will not be the first, they are only the present, and they will not be the last. So if you feel some type of way about seeing Aaliyah at 15 having sex with Robert Sylvester, you should also felt some type of way about that way back then about the potential people that this would happen to in the future. Because it happened to so many people who we never got to hear songs from, who we never got to hear that was dealing with him. We even heard during this trial that he was dealing with boys underage. I don't care how homosexual you are, that's your business. Underage, you're off limits. There's nothing to say that everybody around him was totally oblivious. No, nobody's saying they're oblivious. There are witnesses to all of this stuff, and they all thought this stuff was cool. So to piggyback on good brother B Matt's point, when other people start showing you they don't care nothing about you, you start picking up their traits for your advantage. Oh, if these people don't care nothing about young black, period, especially young black women, only people they care about less is older black women. You know what I'm saying? So some people take advantage of those facts, of societal facts. We didn't make it like that. That's just how it is. You know, I would like for you to treat all of our daughters and sons with the same equality as you treat others. But
that would be nice.
Right, it'd be nice. But when our people pick up those traits, it's fucking terrible. And something like you have something like Robert Sylvester Kelly come out of this nonsense. You know, so yo, the crazier thing about this is R. Kelly was fucking arrogant. I used to think he was just a dumb nigga.
Can I say it again? Can I say it again? Can I say it again?
Please.
What up, bro?
Bro in the house.
Hold on. Can I say it again?
Go ahead, please say it.
And they should have caught me a long time ago.
How fucking arrogant are you to say they should have fucking caught me a long time ago? Now, I don't condone anything that he did. But if you can remember when the Surviving R. Kelly documentary came out, this man was still a fucking free man. He was still free. He actually tried to shut down the previewing of the documentary on his shot fired, all this kind of nonsense outside the previewing in New York and all this kind of stuff. So I thought he was dumb. I said, oh, he's arrogant. Because at this time I said, even with all the heinous shit that he did, all the shit that I don't condone at all, I hope his ass go to jail, he actually has a chance. I said, you know what? The next move I'll make is to call Russell Simmons and say, hey, brother, I'm going to be your roommate in Bowling. This stupid motherfucker goes to the McDonald's where he ain't even so fucking supposed to be.
Arrogant, man.
Arrogance. So that's the same arrogance that I don't care nothing about you, man. And this is how much I'm going to show you in your face without telling you how much I don't care about you. And now look, your people are even picking up our tactics and traits and mentality to not care nothing the fuck about you and treat you like shit.
Man thought he was untouchable, bro. He thought he was untouchable.
Wrong.
And
Wrong.
to your point, man.
Wrong.
To your point, man. There were a lot of motherfucking co-conspirators involved. And in my opinion, they all need to suffer some consequences. You know, maybe they, obviously not the consequences that he's gonna suffer because he's the one that actually did it. But being complicit with that man and being a co-conspirator and being a yes man, I don't give a fuck how much bread the man was giving you, man. You know that shit was wrong. These niggas fucking these little girls, man. You know what I'm saying? Dead fucking wrong.
Got me sweating.
The
man.
jig should have been up a
sweating,
long
man.
time
The
ago,
jig
man.
should have been
Got me
the
sweating,
fuck up.
man.
And then, you know, some people would say, I think somebody would chimed in on a check-in and said, what about their parents? Now, from watching the Surviving R. Kelly John, I absolutely agree that some of those parents were just fucking stupid. Period. And I said it. They were stupid. Because there's no way in the world, first of all, after hearing all the shit that he allegedly did, because it was alleged at the time, there's no way I'm not taking my daughter to no R. Kelly concert. I'm not letting her go backstage. Like that,
no.
like all that shit is out the window, man. So I hold them. I don't know about legally responsible, but I can't. But I turn that fan back on, bro. How does she call? So I don't know that there's any kind of legal responsibility or that there should be.
They just need a dumb plaque. They need a fucking plaque in their house that says I'm a goofy ass parent.
Here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. What's gonna happen is.
What up, Wiggs?
What's up,
OG
bro?
Wigs in the building.
They got to live with that shit, man. You got to live with the fact that you
played a
an
part.
extent,
You played a
helped
partner, yeah.
your daughter go through this shit. Like you
were negligent to a degree.
You were negligent and you set it up
Yeah.
for her to go through this shit. So you got to live and die with that, man. In my mind, that might be punishment enough, man. It might be punishment
Live
enough.
with that forever.
Yeah.
But them co-conspirators, managers, his brother, like all them cats should be in fucking jail, man. All them motherfuckers
All
should
of
be
them,
in
man.
motherfucking jail, man. Period.
Because that was almost like that's like damn near like racketeering, man. Like all kind of shit, man. Like god damn, like that's a
Everybody
conglomerate of
is a conspirator.
sexual abuse. That's a trafficking ring. That man was running a
Exactly,
trafficking ring.
and that's what I'm.
Can we say that?
Exactly.
You just
At the
did.
least,
I
at
did?
the least,
Okay.
it's a trafficking ring with many conspirators to it. And to piggyback on your point, I can speak to one specific other. You know,
Hold on, so trafficking ring, right? That's what we calling that now. It's a trafficking ring. Because it is what that's called. It is what it
That's what
is.
it's called.
A trafficking ring.
Oh,
That ain't what we calling it. That's what it's
what
called.
Oh, it's
is.
called. Okay, proceed.
that's
Go
what
ahead.
it
My bad.
is.
Go ahead, bro.
Now, I can remember one family. Well, one family from Florida somewhere, and her daughter was underage.
Orlando.
Hello, how are you? She was underage, and she actually sent her daughter to underage, 16 or 17, to go and be. You gonna be mentored by R. Kelly? Now, I told my sister, I said, sis,
My daughter can't even stay over nobody's house.
I said, sis, you can sing a little bit. You sung yourself into a fucking scholarship. You know what I'm saying? At a university. Are you letting your daughter? Are you letting your daughter? You know what I'm saying? No. Is mom and dad sending you to Chicago at 17
joints, Dad.
to be with XYZ? She said, nah. After many great points that my sister made, she said, nah, mom and dad ain't doing that one.
Couple flicks.
Mom and dad is not letting us do that one because that whatever happens to me on the other end, they still responsible for, but they ain't there. And they ain't, they ain't sending me Dougie.
Damn.
True. So I'm saying, what kind of at a certain point, and this is after you hear the certain shit. I'm like, even before I'm not sending you, but I'm saying after you hear the shit. Why the fuck is you sending your people to be with R. Kelly? Your daughter's not 17. I mean, she's not even 17 or 18.
Take some pictures.
No, your phone.
No, just use the
This
light.
is ludicrous. And then what you do is, you know what I'm saying? I thought this was going to happen. No, that's not even an adult. That's not an adult. So what happens is you have to be, okay with the whims of what this older person does.
Right.
And here's the gist of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mom Dukes, would you send your daughter anywhere else with under those type of circumstances?
Yeah, right.
I don't know, man. It's I mean, it's a lot of layers to it, man. It's a lot of people that can get help or deemed
Culpable.
deemed responsible.
So many.
Culpable, negligent,
so many
whatever you
levels.
want to call
But at the
it.
end of the day, he did that shit over and over and over and over and over again. And you know you got a sickness when you doing illegal shit over and over and over and you recording it.
Fresh,
over and
oh,
over and
Have
over.
you heard
fresh
some
with
of
they,
the
with they,
hellacious?
hold on, what he say on Power? Whatever he say, he did that shit.
He did that shit. Yo, have you? I wasn't even tuning in because some of the shit I was hearing coming out of it. I was like, the shit I already heard about R. Kelly, Robert Sylvester, was already shitty about it. And then I started hearing this shit. I mean, truthfully, I heard testimony that Jane Doe number whatever said that she witnessed Jane Doe number whatever
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
Yup. Yup.
make Jane Doe number whatever eat feces?
All right, man. Okay. Listen.
This is
All
crazy.
right. I think we made. I think we made the point right there, man. Hey, man.
This is crazy.
I mean, good lord, man.
I heard testimony that
It needs to be touched.
I
man.
always thought, I said the way he's a deviant, I would not be surprised, and I'm not surprised, and I always believe that he is a deviant with men. Now,
Well-
that this comes out, not only does he deal with men, he dealt with them in such a terrible way, underage and taken advantage of. He was like, "Nah, homie, this is all good. You and this is what we do between us. This is actual testimony." Testimony. Shout to allhiphop.com. Shout to allhiphop.com. Cause I wasn't even following it, but they was on it like, yo, do you see this shit? I mean, we already know this guy was a shitty individual, but we didn't know the depths. Well, I'm like, we already know he was in the shitty category.
You got layers of shit.
But he's in the shittiest of the shitty category. Like,
Yeah.
yo, dog, you did this?
Yeah.
You did this?
It's a lot, man.
That's a lot with
a
this
lot.
guy,
Let-
man.
let
And
me-
for all that to go on, man, there was a lot of people that let it go on, man. That's what I mean, as fucked up as R. Kelly is, there are so many people complicit.
And his, you know what?
Wow.
You know what's also crazy, right? Is people always say, "But why this person ain't speak up and that person ain't speak up?" Let me tell y'all why. Because some of your favorite rappers did the same shit. It's a lot of rappers and singers and etc. out there who done fuck with some young
Speak on it,
Jones
bro.
when they was grown ups, and
Speak on
that, my friends, is the reason why you don't hear. And I ain't gonna name no names. If y'all know, you know. If you don't, cool.
Nah, I named some fucking names.
Well, you do your thing. There's a lot of
Jerry
people out
Lee
there
Lewis.
who was doing their thing, and they said, "Well, damn, I can't speak on this man because might have done the same thing, and I don't want my shit to come to light."
Steven
You
Tyler
understand
of,
what I'm saying?
Aerosmith. He married. I said, took her on tour. Like, she's now my daughter / I actually have custody of her.
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen. No, I adopted you. You know what? You're going to play a bigger role in my life.
That's a totally different
I see
discussion
you
that could
played a
go
bigger
all
role
night
in my
long.
life.
Man.
Russell Simmons.
Hey,
If we
Keep us,
being,
call a spade a
if we
spade.
being real, what's her name? Kimora.
Call a spade a spade.
Kimora was
16.
Kimora was groomed.
16.
Man. If we
She
being
was
real,
groomed.
if we being real,
We
that
being
word.
groomed.
That
Okay.
word. Oh, let's say that word again.
groomed.
Groomed.
She was being groomed. If we being real, and she ain't the only. It's a lot of examples out there, man. A lot, and that's why none of these cats.
Shout to Jeffrey Epstein.
Right, true.
Shout to-
but listen,
what the
nah, but
fuck?
listen.
Man, what?
Now hold on. I'm specifically talking about because we talking about little black girls, right?
Right.
So I'm specifically talking about black men who didn't say anything, and the reason they didn't say anything is because they've done the same things. Name what they should be aired out too, because we can always have a surviving
on it.
such and such and a
Speak
surviving
on it.
such and such. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that is the reason why a lot of these motherfuckers shut the fuck up when it came down to the come down. You understand what I'm saying? So
Listen,
again,
now,
some of your favorite rappers.
Here's the
that
thing.
did the thing.
Here's the thing. Some of your favorite rappers was even involved back then. I'm just saying.
Maybe with the lid. Perhaps.
Perhaps. Allegedly. Well, I can't even say allegedly,
Perhaps.
but Google's a hell of a search engine. That's all I'll say. Google's a hell of a search engine.
Let me drop this fact on y'all, and then we're gonna keep it pushing. I'm gonna drop this fact on y'all. This little now we're gonna keep it pushing. 1 out of every 4 black girls have been or will be sexually assaulted by the time she's 18.
wow.
I'm gonna say it again, man. 1 of 4 black girls have been or will be assaulted by the age of 18. I got one more gem for y'all though. 1 of 5, 20%, 1 of 5 black women are rape survivors.
Damn.
1 of 5 black women are rape survivors. Let that sink in.
Put your arms around our black women.
Let that sink in.
Nah, man.
Watch your
fuck
kids,
that.
man.
Watch your
and that's
kids.
not just little girls. Watch your little boys
watch
too,
your
man.
little boys.
Yeah.
Put your arms around
Protect
our
our black people, man.
Come
Period.
on, man. Protect us.
And we're gonna
So
move
listen.
on. Go ahead, bro.
You know, it's
Good brother
time.
Mark, can I get one more? Thank you, man. Shout out East Square Cigar Lounge, man. 3616 Kirkwood Highway. I swear, man, you can't get no more love than this. You can't
It's
get no
time to
more
go,
love
man.
than
It's time to
this.
go, folks.
Uh-oh.
It's that time, man. Let's go. Hold on. It's that time, man. It's that time. It's sports time, man. What we do, man. It's time. Get in the car with us. Let's ride, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, man.
Let me drive this.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. You got the keys, bro.
Let me drive this car real quick. I'm letting it build for a reason. I want y'all.
Hold on, before you go. Hold on. Before you go.
Yeah,
Hey, Mark. Let me get a gang of lemons, man, and a water, bro.
So
And another shot of the a double shot, bro, of the John.
Oh shit.
The John. It's universal. The John.
Oh,
The
hey,
John.
I mean, okay.
That could be candy.
I mean, yeah.
Mark, nope. And this. See, hold.
I'm
not gonna go there. But go. My bad. Go, bro.
Another shot of 1738. The Moody's paying for it.
Is that right?
So
Is that right?
Shout out. Was that Raw Delirious?
One of them.
All right, I'ma stop.
So dig it. So dig it, man.
Raw.
So dig it, man.
It was raw.
I gave all your Eagles fans enough time to run it high, man.
Oh,
That's
wow.
that's why I was giving it a minute to build. I want. Where you going, bro? No, sir. No, sir. Security, sit him down.
Nah. Bro, we love you, man. You in the building now. Catch this fire, man.
Sit him down, security. He gonna catch
Thank you,
these.
good brother, man. Thank you.
He gonna catch
Thank you,
these.
thank you,
My man,
thank you.
appreciate you, good bro. He gonna catch these. So dig this. So we gonna be in the sports talk, man. We gonna begin it like this.
Hold on. Let's.
No.
Basking your shit. Get that out the way first, man.
that's
Do
what I'm
your
about to
thing,
do.
man. Do your thing, man.
And
Do your thing.
I'm gonna do my thing, and I'm gonna let y'all rock because this is all I really give a shit about at this point in time. Did anybody catch the national football contest last night? You know the Cowboys of Dallas, you know, kicked a pigskin through a big H. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Coming to America. Listen, man.
Multiple times.
Listen, man.
In this face.
How about them Cowboys, man? Shout out to my man Omar, man. Shout out to E Square. I was in here last night causing havoc. I was in here last night talking shit.
It was lit, might I
I
add
was in
too,
here
though.
last
Man.
night
It was
going,
lit.
going in.
Yes, it
Y'all
was.
Still ain't got it, man. Come through,
Eagles
man.
paraphernalia got the business last night from me. They got the wrath last night from me. And Brother Mark, I tell you, he was in the building. But I giving it to him, Mark. I was giving it to him.
I
Man.
seen
This is
some
what I do,
videos.
man. Listen, because they, you know what? They was talking heavy to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Last week, oh yeah, don't disappear. Don't act like you can't. Oh, don't say. Listen, this is what I do. I love it. I took a couple people's candy, aka bread. You know what I'm saying? We had a couple people in here. And I want to give a shout out to my man. I wish I knew his name, man. He was a good dude.
My man.
He was a good
There
dude,
we
man.
go.
He had his lady with him. They was real
Let me
good
get a double
folks.
shot of Cuervo.
They was real good folks, man. You know, we made a little wager. He was an Eagles fan. And I had to take his little couple of hours, you know what I'm saying? It was a little gas. Man, bro, that's how you feel?
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling, bro.
I had to take his little gas
man.
money. I got a little gas money from me. But you know, he also told me he watched the
you
show.
don't do that.
He told me he watched the show, you know, a couple of times. So I want to give a shout out to my brother. I don't know your name, good brother, but I appreciate you, man, coming out. I appreciate you dealing with me because I know I'm a handful when we talking about them boys. You understand what I'm talking about? Everybody that had on Eagles gear, man, I appreciate y'all for not wanting to swing on me last night. It might have been a bad idea, but I appreciate y'all for not wanting to swing on me, man, because I go hard, man. I go hard in the paint for these boys, man. Everybody know, man. If you know me, you know, man. Shout out to Dak, man. Shout out to Zeke. Shout out like they my peoples. Shout out to Pollard, man. Shout out to CD, man. Micah, Randy Gregory, man. Shout out to we ain't wrapping nothing up, man. Nah, bro. Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man D Jones over here, who's a Eagles fan, and he didn't want to answer his phone last night. He didn't want to answer no text messages last night. I told him come here. He knew what time it was, and he didn't want to come here, man. You know, listen. How about them Cowboys, man? And I'm done.
Hey yo.
I'm done.
Hey yo. What I saw last night.
Hold on, but this is what they always say. It's just one game. Yeah, they won a Super Bowl. That's what they say when they lose and they big mad. Go ahead, sir.
Man, I see. Man, if Douglas could kill the good brother Mark, man, he would have shot you dead right now. Like, man, you say something. You say something else. You say something else. I can honestly say this, man. Eagles fans out there, man, I would be looking side-eyed at Jalen Hurts right now, man. And I'm not saying he's not an NFL quarterback. I'm not even saying he's not an NFL starting quarterback. But from what I've seen of him, if he don't change things quick, because it deals with what I like to say, look, man, if you process information fast and you make good decisions, you can be my quarterback.
Kelly, what's up, bro?
You can be my point guard and all those type of things. From what I saw last night, even though he put up 326 and a couple touchdowns in the air, from what I saw from Jalen Hurts, it was not enough to say, yeah, this is our guy going forward. Not from last night and not from the previous games that have been played. Even though right now you're a great stopgap, but from what I've seen,
Okay.
Eagles fans,
Diggs, man.
Studs and duds.
Eagles fans, you're still in the hunt for Deshaun Watson. Eagles fans, you still in the hunt for Spencer Ratliff. Eagles fans, I can say right now, honestly, the quarterback of the future is not on your roster.
Studs and duds, man. Week 3, studs and duds.
Okay.
Rapid fire. Studs and duds.
I know I got a hell of a stud.
Studs first.
I got a stud from. Actually, I'll take it from the Dallas Eagles game last night. He named shout out to Diggs.
Shout out to Trey Diggs, man.
Diggs.
Shout out to Trey Diggs' son, man, from Hard Knocks.
Pick six.
A lot of people had, but in a game like that means so much to our people. Nah, he actually broke the back. No, that pick six, I will probably say is more significant. That's the most significant play that the Eagles have had all season long because it showed a lot. Now, a dud, Justin Fields.
And Matt Nagy.
Hold on.
I've been on record saying that he will not be the quarterback that a lot of people will think he will be. Yes, now, I'm not rooting against him. I'm like, I hope you will be what I think you're not. But the record keep reflecting that you're going to be what you're going to be. Now, with that being said, they had a terrible game plan for Justin Fields.
I'm going to shut up now. Okay.
Terrible game plan.
I was going to say.
Horrible.
I was going to say.
I'm not sure why.
That is a dub, but give us you got to peel the layers back.
Right.
Delve into
Let the record reflect upon further review. It wasn't all Justin Fields' fault. He played a part in it, but it wasn't all Justin Fields' part. But I can say his performance all the way around. Dud City.
Okay.
Dud City.
Studs and duds, bro.
Dud
Week
City.
3 studs.
Dud
Week
City.
3 duds.
Micah Parsons.
Okay.
Stud. He already said Trey Diggs. Micah Parsons. And you know what? I'm gonna go somewhere else with it. And y'all know me, and y'all know that this is probably a shock for me. Dak Prescott. Right? Because anybody that knows me knows that prior to the season starting, I was not a huge Dak Prescott fan. He had no pocket presence. And I watched every Cowboys game 3 or 4 times.
Some of them in person.
Nobody can tell you about your team but you. You know what I
On
mean?
the road.
You understand what I'm
And
talking
at
about?
home.
So when I say I see it. And I saw that he didn't have a pocket presence, man. He would get flustered in the pocket. He would move the wrong way. This way. Starting game 1 this year, man. He has had pocket presence. He's always been an athlete. He's always been a hell of a leader. Right now, he's a fucking stud. Not because he's throwing 400, 500 yards in garbage time when we losing by 50 points. You understand what I'm talking about?
Not because of that.
He's
Talking
controlling
about-
the tempo, man. Big shout out to fucking Dak Prescott. Hindu, your man. Shout out to Dak, man. Stud.
That's a big point of contention with y'all, too.
City.
It was crazy
Facts.
because I've been on Dak for so long, and it was like, oh, I ain't gonna say it was like, but it was like I'm like trying to convince a Cowboys fan to believe in the Cowboy player. I'm like, man, from what I've seen, from where I'm standing, Dak is the guy, and he like, nah. I don't know. And I'm like, man, look, man, franchise quarterbacks like that don't fall off of trees. And he and like he
But it was
said,
that little piece, man. It was that little piece, man. I saw it. I saw it in person, and I saw it on TV. But let me give you my dud for the week. My dud for the week is a let me see. Let me think about the games I saw.
yeah, who you cold on? Who you cold on, man? Who you cold on?
My dud for the week is going to have to be the Redskins.
This nigga
front
stole my dud.
four. And I say that because, listen, I always
We'll
said,
let you take that
and
out.
then tell you, I always said, Chase, I'm scared of Chase, man. He's a monster. He's a beast. And not just him. They got Sweat, and he can tell you everybody
Payne,
else. They
Allen.
real. But I ain't seen nothing from him, man. I ain't really seen nothing from him this season. I'm going to leave it right there.
I'll just interject shortly, and I'll let bro take it. I've been talking to him. I'm like, yo, even though Young is the face of it, I'm like, why hasn't the whole D been taking this collective L? And bro kind of, spoke on it. Please speak on it, bro. Please speak on it.
First of all, I mean, it's not very much to say to go from a top 5 defense to literally the worst defense in the NFL. So I'm gonna take your dud a little further, and I'm gonna just say the entire defensive staff, record label as a whole.
Fuck your staff.
The entire now, and I only say this because there's no real turnover except for the middle linebacker position and the cornerback position. That's it. That's it. So when you get all the credit for the success, you have to be the guy to take all of the criticism for the failures. To go from top 5, you was the guy. You're the next coming. You are the truth. To now you are bottom of the barrel, the absolute worst or second worst defense in the NFL. You are the face of that too. Because not only that, if you are performing to your level, then yeah, you can really get on wax and say, yeah, we're gonna hold some guys to the front. But if you have 0 sacks, you have no game breaking plays, yeah, I'm gonna look at you because we looked at you when shit was going well. So I'm gonna look at you when shit's fucked up. It's the quarterback position. If you the stud on the defensive side, what's wrong, bro? And not only that, you got a C on your chest. Your teammates voted you captain. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That was my dud, but I'm gonna go in a different. Let's start with my stud. My stud, 2 guys on the same team, Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp.
Ooh.
Definitely studs. And I'm going to tell you another stud. That bad man.
Ho.
That bad man.
I just want to let the record reflect. My wife is a 49ers fan. When I got home and seen the last minute or
37 seconds, maybe?
I saw that. I don't know. You ain't see it. You might have heard it because it was in the mix of.
Yeah.
I almost woke my wife up. But I said,
Bad idea.
bad idea. I don't want to wake my wife up to this. She's a 49er fan. But goddamn, Aaron Rodgers is a bad man, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, he's a bad man. You can have.
He was done after week 1, though, to hear people tell it. I'm just gonna say that and put that out there.
I mean, rumors of
niggas thought he was point shaving.
Rumors of his demise to be greatly exaggerated. Can we can we talk about that?
I got another stuff for you. Not from a statistical standpoint, but I want to give a shout out to this man.
Shout him out.
This man, motherfuckers put him in not only the trash can, but the garbage disposal. There's a team in the NFC South that is 3-0, if I'm not mistaken.
Hello.
Carolina.
How are ya?
Carolina.
Samuel Darnold. Sir Samuel Darnold.
And let the record reflect, that was actually, I said no. Now that he's out of the Jets, out of that stink, I'm picking them to go to the playoffs.
They will be 3-1 after this week. But y'all can
Hey, listen. Considering where that man came from, he may not be statistically the best quarterback, but damn it.
He tough, man.
Early in the first, let's say, the first quarter of the season,
Yeah, he tough.
I think you can throw bust out the window.
Please.
He tough.
Please.
Duds, as I said, the entire. You know what? I'm not even gonna say it because we already know who my number one dud is, and I'm a fan, and that is the number one dud. Period. That is the dud of the NFL. Period.
This our brother, regardless of who his team is, he will keep it 100% fair and funky. I love fair and funky. And his 100, if it wasn't brought up by good brother B Matt, 100% his dud was his whole team's defense.
Another. Let me throw a quick stud out there too.
Okay.
Mr. Derek Carr. He's studding right now. He's on stud status right now.
Brother Hani.
Derek Carr's on stud status. Whole Raider Nation is on stud status right now, but Derek's on stud status right now. I gotta give him that. He's on stud status right now.
Yo, right now he's my MVP. And I would say Kyler Murray's right behind him. But right now, if I'm giving my MVP up, because I'm taking a little bit of cue from y'all from basketball, no. If it's not for Derek Carr, those guys is probably something different. I've seen throws and different.
I'm gonna give you some dud status. Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa
Wait, that's his name? That's his name?
Where the fuck his name is?
The Iceman was here. I so wish the Iceman was here because he actually was like, I'm not high on Tua. He plays for both of his. How is it that you have a player that came from both of your favorite teams? You're like, I ain't high on that guy. Right. I have to respect that. Iceman wasn't as high on Tua for a while. You know what I'm saying? And now I can see why y'all. Nah, we never took our name out the hat of the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes. Right. We're in there. Man, hips and ribs and your best ability is availability.
You look like Mr. Glass right now.
Man.
I got another dud, and I'm a big proponent of riding a legend until it's over. Because you don't get
Steel City.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Ben Roethlisberger, you're now dud status.
He retired a couple of years ago.
Now, mind you,
look,
I'm a preface.
I'm
gonna preface this by saying I'm a big proponent of riding out your legend until he is done.
2 years ago.
Done.
2 years ago.
Done. When I say done, I mean done.
Marks, Doe. Can y'all tell me what y'all feel about your Pittsburgh Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger right now, man? Kelly the Mexican. Let the record reflect. He actually has stated the last couple preseasons, and off seasons, man, I might retire. So, I mean, when you talk about a Steelers guy, I gotta say Ben Roethlisberger is a Steelers guy. Because he'd be like, all right, I've done everything.
Bodies the Steelers. But
bodies the Steelers.
And I'm only saying dud status from the standpoint of, bro,
Yeah.
it's over.
We've seen better days from you, Ben.
It's over, bro.
This was the first.
It's
week,
over.
This was the first week in several years. I didn't watch Red Zone, so I had to predominantly watch the Pittsburgh Steelers, Cincinnati Bengals, and the other game, Washington. And so I actually watched Ben throw several balls into the dirt.
I'm gonna sum it up like
Behind
this,
people.
bro.
Sum it up, man.
Bro ran a short pitch and he literally fell down attempting to pitch. It's over. My next dud, my final dud, man, and I'm gonna end this. And y'all touched on it earlier. The entire offensive staff of the Chicago Bears, straight dud status. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
I'm gonna give
Doo-doo.
I'm sorry,
I'm gonna give my
man.
Aunt Amy a shout out because she's Bags, Doc. But my Aunt Amy was like, it's the coach. It's the coach out there. Which a lot of people say, man, what is he still doing there? You know what I'm saying? Matt Nagy, whose wife you got naked pictures of to still be the coach? This is crazy. Like,
He did the same thing to Trubisky.
Let me go.
woo!
Let me go.
Go ahead,
Let me
go
go.
ahead. I was great.
Let me go.
Woo, go ahead.
Let me go.
Yeah.
Let me go.
Woo.
Let me go. Let me go.
Woo.
Hold on. Time out, man. Hold on.
Oh, record
Hold
scratch.
on, man.
Record scratch.
God damn. Hold on, man.
Scratch, man.
Say that again. He did what?
He did the same thing to Mitchell Trubisky.
Okay, so time out. You traded up to grab what you thought was a franchise quarterback.
Wowzer.
Now, how long ago was this?
I'm not sure, 3-4-ish, maybe. I'm not sure. 5 years. I don't
In NFL terms, that's a goddamn lifetime. Now you on your second quote-unquote franchise quarterback. You drafted this motherfucker, right? I applaud your decision to say we're going to sit him. Now, stick to your fucking guns, bro. Because you don't have the fucking team nor the foresight to be able to put this motherfucker in a position to succeed. You ain't got no fucking quarterback rollouts. You ain't got no fucking waggles. You ain't got a heavy run game. You ain't got no jumbo sets. You ain't got no 3 tight end sets. You ain't got no max protect sets.
I crush.
Oh, Fresh, let me go. Let me go.
I'm sorry.
Let me go, bro. Let me go. Because we dealing with one of our own, and
Right. Go ahead.
because I don't want the scuttlebutt to be Justin Fields is just shitty.
Wasn't good.
No, you face the Cleveland Browns. Who's on the other side of that football?
Myles Garrett, Rookie of the Year. I'll sack you, and I'll probably rip your head off.
Paul, stop. Fuck Rookie of the Year. B man, what is that, nigga?
A fucking beast, nigga.
Okay, what was you at home?
No.
So, you went into fucking dog pound.
The jungle, literally.
You went into the dog pound
Not smart.
against Myles Garrett and an up-and-coming Cleveland Browns team.
He ate your lunch.
And you said,
Not smart.
man, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to air this shit out with 5 wide-out sets.
I want you
I'm going to air this shit out.
Back and do your thing. No.
Man, I'm done, man. I'm done,
All
bro.
right, so dig it.
Hold on.
I'm done, man.
Hold on. I want to say something about Matt Nagy. Because Sunday I killed Justin Fields. He has his part in however many sacks that he got on him.
Right.
But like I said to the guys behind the scenes, and I'll say publicly now, it wasn't all his fault. Matthew Nagy was Big Swag.
Matthew Bartholomew Aloysius Nagy.
You were very negligent. I'm very big on I don't have a system. If I was a coach, I don't have a system. If these the players I got, let me coach you the players I got. And we'll do that. I've always said that.
Say that again.
If I don't have a system,
Say that again.
I don't have a system. I coach to the strengths of the players that I have on my team.
What did you draft?
You drafted a mobile quarterback that can make plays with his feet and with his arm on the run and those type of things.
Say it again.
You traded up to draft a player. Again.
So you gave up draft capital.
Again.
To trade for a player that has a skill set that doesn't fit in your system.
The game within the game, man.
Which none of us has seen you take to the championship. I can say you with Andy Reid, you went to the playoffs. But I can say that was just as much as Andy Reid as it was you, Matt Nagy.
That part.
University of Delaware. Yeah, I know where you're from. Anyway, I gave a whole lot of flack to Justin Fields. Y'all know I did.
You eviscerated this man for 30 minutes, bro.
I crushed Justin Fields.
You did that.
With that being said, I had to take a significant amount back.
You killed Braxton Miller. You killed Dwayne Haskins. You killed every Ohio State quarterback.
Thank you. I was going to say, please let the reflect. I killed every Ohio State quarterback that came from Ohio State. But let the record reflect. This was not all on Justin Fields. If that was the game plan, not going against someone, but if that was the game plan for your players, horrible, terrible, colossal fail. I don't know what you say, what the phrase for that is these days. But if you have a mobile quarterback and you don't use him mobily, that's not all on him. It can't be. How could it be? He's not calling the plays. Now, Matt Nagy. Good brother said earlier, this is not the first time you've taken a round peg to try to fit in the square hole. This is not the first time. At this point, you're solely living off. Oh, I'm from the Andy Reid coaching tree.
This nigga's still running 5 wide out sets for a rookie quarterback with minimum protection.
Shout out Nora.
I could not believe 4 wides of running back. Okay, that's 5 on 5. You, Matt Nagy, over anybody, Justin Fields, the owner, the GM, whoever picked him, whatever. You know what he's up against.
You've had what? How long has training camp been since the season?
I would say since he's
3-4 months.
I would say since he's picked till now was 6 or 7 months. You have a quarterback coach whose specific job is to coach quarterbacks. No, your specific job is to coach quarterbacks from wherever you're at to be on an NFL level. So that was negligence not only on Matt Nagy, but whoever he employs as the quarterback coach, which he likes to reign over. Matt Nagy, you're fucking fired in my book.
God damn.
Oh.
Yesterday, you was fucking fired in my book. No, excuse me. Actually, last year, you was fired in my book because...
Get him out of here.
You should have been able to do more with Mitchell Trubisky than you did.
Boom.
All right, so Nagy sucks. So dig this, right?
He sucks donkey
Dig
balls.
this. So we're going
Donkey balls, auntie.
something I want to touch on. The whole vaccination, right?
Okay.
COVID vaccination for athletes. It's not mandated, right?
It's not.
But if you're an athlete that's not vaccinated, you get tested, I think, every 2 days-ish, something like that, a few times a week, whatever the case may be. And I know from, being a Cowboys fan that we've dealt with our share of COVID-19 listed players just in the 3 weeks that the season's been going on. So, do y'all think that vaccination should be mandated? Because at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day,
Ooh, man.
at the end of the day,
Whew.
we watched football for a long time, right?
Yes, we have.
And I remember the days of Dirty Waters and Ronnie Lott, and when you could just tear a motherfucker head off, right? But that changed. That's changed.
That's not those days.
Because every couple years, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, and everybody complains, but then the players conform, right? To a certain extent, there's still
Right.
penalties here and there. Most of them are bullshit, but for the most part, the player conforms, and we live on and see another fucking football game. So there's a lot of pushback, I should say, from players, from just people in general in the sports world
Cole
that says that
Beasley,
they should not
Bradley Bill
be mandated. But if they're mandated, then you got a choice, because at the end of the day, that's your employee,
Right.
right? So just like the frontline workers, hey man, you got to get this or you fuck out of here, right? It would have to be the same thing if the NFL, NBA, whatever, they said, hey man, mandate it or you gone, because this is your job. Just like they can make a dress code in the NBA and say, hey, wear a shirt and tie.
Right.
Because
Hello?
shout out Bubba Chuck.
Hello,
Because of Bubba
Bubba Chuck.
Should they make it mandatory?
You
To
want
be vaccinated.
go fresh. Go fresh with this one. Oh, before you go, because I'm limited on this, and I'm gonna say this. That's your employer. There are rules and regulations. If their employer states it's mandatory, hey man, I'm sorry, man. I'm vaccinated.
I think
Now-
we all are at this table.
Now,
Fully.
I'm not gonna say a guy that doesn't want to be vaccinated shouldn't be vaccinated, but understand, nigga, you ain't playing NFL me football where you can make the rules. You're playing in an organization, and it is a job.
So should it be mandatory? What's the question?
If they set the rules, if the league set the rules, it is what it is, bro.
That ain't what I asked you. Do you think it should be mandatory?
Do I think it should be mandatory?
Do you think it should be mandatory?
I'm ambiguous, man. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's
I
fair.
really don't.
Yeah, that's
Like, I can't say,
fair.
yeah, it should be goddamn mandatory.
That's
And
fair.
no, you niggas shouldn't get. Nah,
I will say this.
fair.
I'm. First of all, it's like if I was a professional player and my boss said it had to be mandatory, then I got to make a decision. It's just like the guy that says, I don't want no goddamn twerking on my couch.
Right, to bring it back full circle.
I don't want no twerking on my couch.
Yeah,
Nigga, to come into my establishment, nigga, you can't twerk on my couch. That's the rules. The rules are the rules. You're a professional, and you're being paid handsomely, might I say.
I'm just asking you for a needle.
Now, what I think is irrelevant. The rules are the rules. In this case, I'm gonna say no comment because the rules are the rules. Whatever the rules are, the rules are. You play for an organization, just like you walk into a nigga. Hold on. If we jump on this bar right now and walk in here and say, hey man, look man, y'all niggas can't pop champagne and spray champagne all over my goddamn walls. I ain't with that shit.
Or good brother Mark.
You know what, man? Oh man, fuck that. We ain't coming back in here no more. Or you know what? Oh, you right.
Right.
The rules is the rules.
Okay, fresh.
Me, myself, I say it shouldn't be mandated.
Okay.
It shouldn't be mandated.
Okay.
Comma, but I will say is,
Groovy as shit. You
Nah.
groovy, bro?
yeah, I'm groovy. I'm groovy.
I'm groovy, bro.
But to piggyback on good brother's Phil's point is, what people don't understand is that it's your body, your choice. I get it. I'm firmly for your body, your choice. But if it's my business, my choice. So, if these are the things that I've mandated or suggested or whatever, that's what I'm going with. Now, me myself, I would go more with
Mark.
vaccinated because our team counts on you. Now, let me speak specifically to football players, because I've heard this more with football players.
Okay.
Y'all got chocolates back there?
When there have
Let me get another
been
bottle of water and some chocolates.
just
bro.
regular games and there wasn't COVID involved, people have shot up taking pills, all kind of medicated just to get on the field to play for themselves and their teammates.
Talk about it.
Okay.
Now, if someone says that you can't get on the field now because you don't have this one shot,
Talk about it.
I say, well, what is the damn difference between you taking 17 Toradol shots as opposed to play for your
17
teammates?
what?
Toradol shots.
True story. You right, you
As opposed to, okay, take this one vaccine shot. So I'm saying this is specifically to me what I'm saying to football players right now. I've heard the stories. Oh no, I've taken whatever I've needed to take to be on the field. Okay, why now is that not the case? I won't take this shot to be on the field.
Right.
Why not now?
Great point.
Why not now? If your whole point is to be on the field for your team or you and your family. Oh, okay. This isn't that much more serious than Toradol and all the other things that you take to get on the field any other Sunday.
True story.
And actually, this will hurt your team even more. So, when you say, when it pertains to football players, you don't want to take the shot, I say, you're a fool because you've taken many other drugs to get on the field just to play for yourself and your family and your teammate.
True that.
But you won't take this with the millions of people that you've seen that, oh, I had little to no side effect. It's your choice. But you have to understand that your choice comes with consequences.
Facts.
Consequences.
Facts.
Oh!
Facts.
Oh! Nobody's forcing it on you. Please believe nobody's forcing it on you. But if you don't get the shot, you will have a different set of circumstances than other people.
I'd love to be a millionaire to say I don't want to take the shot and sit out for, and spend my millions. I got time to spend my millions.
So dig this. So I want to touch on something that is a little closer to home.
Okay.
Right. So this weekend, we checked out a few local high school football games.
Yes,
right?
we do. Yes, we do. I came out of retirement.
I want to give a shout out, and my homie over here in the cut might not like it, but let me give a shout out to Chris Albero, man, quarterback of Archmere Academy in Claymont. This kid was 11 for 13, 247 yards, 4 touchdowns. He ran for 55 yards in a 42-8 win over Howard High School.
I'm sorry, what was the score again?
Yeah, 42-8 over Howard High School. And I gotta say, man, I heard about the kid, but I've never seen him in person until Saturday.
That kid's real.
Hold on.
Kid is the deal,
let me
Jack.
stick a pin. Shout out to Worldwide West, the Delaware Worldwide West, Rob Turner. That's his guy. That's his point guard. And he said he's a ridiculous athlete.
Yo.
Go.
Whoa.
Listen, the kid can play, man.
Saw it with my own
The
eyes.
kid can play, man. And Howard, from what I've seen, they're a little younger squad this year, but Howard are not slouches. They're not slouches. They were undie going into this game, and they had pretty much beat the brakes off everybody that they come up against.
And it was ranked pretty
You
high.
understand what I'm saying?
This is the first weekend I saw the ranking. They was ranked pretty damn high.
Listen, this kid that we're talking about, Albero, he the real deal, Jack.
Hey, yo, I can honestly say it's probably been decades since I've seen an actual high school game in person. The first one I seen in person was Albero and Howard. And Albero was everything that I heard he was going to be.
Yes, sir.
Everything. How many touchdowns was he responsible? 4.
Is he a next level quarterback?
Yeah, from going against and no disrespect, but going against a team as good as Howard, he slaughtered them. This is what I'm supposed to do against a team like Howard.
Yeah, slaughter that.
This is no. If y'all let the record reflect, y'all put the beans on us. Y'all put in the playoffs on the championship last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, Howard High are the defending. Is it 2 years, sir? Defending. champions.
Shout out to Dallas Diamond Page.
Fendi. You understand what I'm talking about?
Fendi.
They beat Archmere bad.
Slaughterhouse.
Bad. So I'm guaranteeing you that Albero put a pin in this game and said, yo, listen, this game right here,
This is one of them joints.
this is one of them joints. We gonna get it done. And they got it done. They did everything they were supposed to do, man, and they beat him bad.
According to the guru, man, there's more to come when he laced them basketball sneakers up. Ball is one of them guys.
He's
So
an athletic kid, man.
yeah,
He's an
absolutely,
athletic kid, man.
absolutely.
We also checked out
William Penn.
What was it?
Hodgson.
Hodgson at William Penn. It was interesting for a second, you know what I'm saying? But then it got out of control, man. William Penn looked, and that's my first time seeing either one of them play this year.
Okay.
In years. So I don't know if Hodgson is that bad.
Or William Penn
And
is that
Wait a
good.
minute. So
Penn is that good.
So hold on. Let's say you got to remember that Delaware's own Chicago defensive tackle Bilal Nichols from a couple years ago,
Facts.
they were state champions. You know what I mean?
But a couple years and now is a long time.
Yeah.
Man,
So,
a
but
couple years ago was a couple years ago.
It's an eternity.
Yeah, so-
That's an eternity.
it must be real.
So Penn looked good, man. The quarterback for Hodgson.
Penn's always looked good, though.
I gotta give a young boy some credit, man.
He
I
was
can't
hanging
think of his
in
name,
there.
man. He was hanging in there. He was taking some shots, man. He got up every time and kept it pushing. You know what I'm saying? But William Penn was too
He was
much,
like
bro.
he was like Steve Rogers.
Yo.
I get no. I can
he
do
was-
this all day.
He was a soldier, man. He was
It's admirable, but
He
goddamn.
was a soldier,
He was
man.
the punter, kicker, quarterback,
Yeah.
everything.
And I'm sorry, Albero. He's a field goal kicker.
Yeah, and it was like 4 for 4.
He made all the extra points. His only blemish of the day, he missed a field goal.
So he threw all the touchdowns and then kicked the extra point.
Absolutely possible.
Ran one himself, threw all the touchdowns, kicked all the extra points,
But I digress.
kissed babies.
Will Penn is really good, man. Will Penn seems to be really good. I don't really, I can't judge.
Undefeated.
But we'll see this weekend because on Saturday at Penn, they got Middletown.
Woo!
Middletown is the deal. You heard me? So this will be a test, and I don't expect them to beat. Listen, by no means do I expect them to beat Middletown. I don't. But it'll be a true test to see if they can make it a ball game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'll be in the building. Shout out to
No,
G High.
we'll
Shout out
be
to- in the building.
We'll be in the building. Fire Nights will be in the building for that for the William Penn
Right.
Middletown game, and
Facts.
we'll be in the
Facts.
and we'll be in the building for G High and St. Mark's,
St. E.
St. E.
Shout out to G High, man. Shout out to Coach Mac, McAdoo Harrison.
Ah,
Dixon.
man.
Shout out to my young boy, man, Rashawn Terrell, the DB coach. They got their first win this weekend. It just passed.
They're working hard.
They beat a team that I've never heard of called College.
Rising Stars.
No.
Early entry.
There you go. It's called
Whoa.
Early College of Delft State or some shit like that.
Yo, somebody
I
chime
never
in.
heard of it until
Who are these motherfuckers?
this week, and they beat the brakes off them. So shout out to them, man. They got a young. First of all, G High is a really, really young team. So I've learned.
Really young. Yes.
They got a bunch of young guys, but I want to shout out a young boy, man. I was at the G High game at Wilmington Charter, and I was talking to one of the boys who was a parent of the running back for G High. His name is Zabir Lakely Goggins. He's young.
Okay.
I believe he's a freshman or sophomore. He's a big guy and he can go.
Okay.
He can go.
Okay,
Big things
y'all.
to come from him. Shout out to
Okay.
his pop. I'm sorry I didn't get your name, good brother, but I'm sure I'll see you.
Nah,
at the
we
game
on-
'cause
you on the
because
radar.
in
You on the
building,
radar,
know what I'm saying?
bro. You on the
But
radar.
Zabir Lakely Goggins, man. Keep that name in your head.
Big shit, man. Big shit.
Yo, man. So, come out with us. Come out with us, please. Come out with us Friday and Saturday. We'll be at the Friday game, which is G High and St. Mark's.
G High and
And
this nigga can't get it right.
Yeah.
G High and St. at the new stadium, Abacino Stadium. Now I do want to say that it's my understanding. I got a homie. Shout out to my homie Mark Boberlant, man. My homie from my old job. Shout out to him. he told me about the St. E player Brett Smith. I believe it's the quarterback, Brett Smith. He's supposed to be the deal. So we'll see, and we'll get back to you on that.
We'll see what the litmus test looks like.
We're going to check them. We're going to check them all out, y'all.
Facts.
If they fire or they ice.
Facts.
We're going to check them all out, y'all.
Yeah, man.
We on that.
Yeah,
we
man.
on that now,
Yeah,
man. I'm back at it. Bro, it's been back. He got it. Oh, these two brothers, I might be new to the game, but these two brothers have a plethora of knowledge about the high school.
Hey, Mark.
What's going on? So, yo, we
couple
on
more
our
chocolates, man.
our babies with high school.
Yeah,
Couple
man.
more of them
We on
chocolates.
our baby. Shout out number 77, William Penn. He was clearing many holes. Like he,
Jair?
Jair.
Shout out to our own, man.
What's his
I'm
last
not,
name?
Jair Anderson.
77 for Penn. He opening holes.
Yo, he's
I also want to shout out my godson, man. Shout out
Yeah,
Devin
absolutely,
Jones.
man.
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
He on IR right now.
Hey,
He'll be back in a couple
man.
weeks. Young boy, sophomore,
clearing
remember
many
the name.
holes.
He clearing holes,
many
man. Shout out,
fucking
young
holes.
boy.
We shouting out our babies, y'all. We shouting out our
Facts.
babies, man.
Facts.
We shouting out our babies, man.
My man.
Deion Primetime Sanders said, hey, yo, if we not gonna shout our babies out, then who
Big
is?
facts.
They are no. Not only are they not, the other people not shouting our babies out. So
look-
we should be shouting our babies out.
Give us some players to watch, man. I know you parents
do
out
that.
there.
Do that.
Oh,
Give us some players to watch.
Well, the quarterback from Middletown, Brendan Thomas, I want to say. Please look out for him. Please look out for him. I'm new to this. I'm going to pass off to my bro.
There's a big game on ESPN, isn't it?
Huge. Oh, huge.
We gonna say that. We gonna say
Oh,
that.
Huge.
Ain't for a couple weeks. Yeah.
Yo, y'all fucking with us.
Yeah.
If y'all fucking with us, Fire and Ice will be at the win. We're going
Yeah.
to be all over in a second.
That part.
But fuck with us. We in there. We bringing y'all people, and shout out to the young gentleman who broke his hand for Howard, but they say he's the truth. I'm not sure of his name, but they said he broke his hand for Howard, and now he goes to Middletown.
Hey, give it.
Oh,
hey, man.
Yeah, young boy. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Kev, what's his last name? You know?
It's something crazy. I can't remember.
Kevin.
Kev, he listen. I watched him play Howard last year and the year before. He the real deal, man. He the real deal. He went to M-Town. He hurt now. Now it's his hamstring.
Oh, it's Hammy.
his hamstring.
Oh, Hammy.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he real. But listen, man. You know, it's coming that time, man. We're gonna go ahead. You know, we're gonna. Damn, it's perfect. We got the song in the background called
Shut 'em down.
Shut 'em down. We're gonna shut it down, man. Right on cue, man. So, you know, from your boys, Fire and Ice, man, we got the homie over here, man.
Shout out to Bro Dev. Shout out to Bro
Yeah,
Dev
man.
and Little Dev.
Yeah, man. So,
Bro in the house.
Ice, we're gonna sign off for Ice, man.
Shout out to the
Iceman,
Iceman, baby.
Love you, baby.
Right,
Love you.
right.
Love
My
you.
guy.
Love you. He put in major work.
That part.
Big things popping, little things stopping.
Hey.
You'll see.
Big
that
things
part.
are going.
That part. Sign
Hey,
off,
man.
bro.
Fresh fire.
Right.
I'm out.
Mr. Ball P, man, your guy, man, P, all that shit, man. Black Phil
P,
Jack,
P, all that shit.
Black, all that shit,
Pee
man.
on him. I mean, whoa, wrong topic.
Don't pee on me.
So
God
listen,
damn.
it's your
R.
boy,
Kelly.
man. It's your boy B Matt. E-Way all day, man. Shout out to everybody for checking it. We appreciate y'all riding with us, man.
South Africa
We
in the building.
appreciate it, man.
Atlanta in the building.
Every
the,
Tuesday.
The whole E in the building.
Yo.
Every fucking
Shout out to
time.
parents. Shout out to athletes.
Shout out to parents.
Shout out to athletes on the thread.
Shout out to D Jones for joining us, man. Shout out to O for letting us live,
Yes, man.
3616 Kirkwood Highway, East Square.
For so long, man.
Lounge,
Real
man.
shit.
y'all.
Blow you something, man.
Eagles sup.
Parents, shout out to athletes, man.
We out, man.
We out.
We out this bitch. That part.